Peace. Good morning, family. How you doing? It's Mr. R2 here at Consistency is Currency. Like I always say, the morning podcast of choice. So we're gonna dig a little deep today. But before we start, as always, I thank you and I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for having life. I appreciate you for wanting something different. I appreciate you for wanting something more. I appreciate you for even wanting to tap in every day or wanting to tap in when you have time or find time. So everybody that's listening in the Facebook space and Facebook world, I appreciate you for being here 1000%. Will never take you for granted, just like I will never take life for granted, because life has the ability to turn and twist, and you find yourself in places and spaces that you never knew that you were going to be in, but you're going to have to come out from something in order for you to go into something. So I thank you for being here, and I appreciate everybody that's watching from the YouTube land and everybody that's listening in and from the podcast distribution, whichever one that you so choose to listen on, whichever one you so choose to listen to. Today is your day. Today is your day. Peace. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Kelly. Good morning, Miss Selena. Yeah, today is my birthday. But I want to birth something in you. I want to begin to put something in, to restore something that you may haven't really maybe discovered or probably haven't looked at from this perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna show you again what we're talking about. For those that are just showing up, we're talking about disturbing your comfort zone. We're talking about disturbing your comfort zone. Definitely can't be on long at a meeting. Important meeting this morning. But disturbing your comfort zone. Are you okay with that? Are you okay where you are? Is that level of comfort comfortable for you? Or is there something that you know that you want more? Or is something that you know that you are striving for? If there is something that you're striving for, then you're going to have to shake it up just a little bit in order for you to get into or go into the direction that you want to go into. So let's play. All right. So as you already know, we always go through the definition of things and then we bring it into what we're going to continue to talk about. So let's go with the definition of disturb. The definition of disturb is to interfere with normal arrangement or functioning of, cause to feel anxious. Interfere with the normal arrangement or normal arrangement or functioning of, cause to feel anxious. So where I really want to hit home with this is, as you can see, the invert is the red over white, is to interfere with the norm. All of us have a norm. And when we're shaking up, then we are understanding that there may be a growth process that we're getting into, or a growth process that we're striving for, but you have to understand you're going to have to interfere with those normal behaviors and interfere with those normal arrangements in order for you to change your functioning. In order for you to change the direction that you're going, there is going to have to be a rearrangement, or there is going to have to be a new development within your functioning if you're ever going to reach and extend outside and past your comfort zone. So let's talk about anxious. So there was no inversion on anxious, because this is really going to lead into it. Because experiencing worry, unease, or nervousness, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. Going outside of your comfort zone really develops an uncertain outcome, because the expectations of getting there may not be so certain to you. That might be where the problem lies, because maybe because you always have your hand on something, or you feel that you should have your hand in something, it will not come to pass because of your own nervousness or uneasy way of feeling or thinking about something. You will never reach your highest potential because of you feeling that you always got to have your hand on it. Do y'all know someone who feel like, if I don't have my hand on it, it's not going to get done, or I'm so uneasy about letting go that I have to hold on to it? That's when you begin to disturb your comfort zone. And this right here, I want you to remember, because the disturbance is in the pathway of your destiny. The disturbance is in the pathway of your destiny. And what do you mean by that? It's like an airplane. How many of us has been on an airplane to where there was a little bit of turbulence? It got shaken up. That's how sometimes life treats us, or life is dealing with us. We're in our comfort zone. We're in a comfortable ride on the plane, but then when the turbulence hit, we get shaken up and we get that uneasy feeling. But the plane itself stays on course. I'm gonna turn this off. It's bothering me. The plane itself stays on course. So therefore, because there was a turbulence, everyone on the plane begin to feel uneasy. That's like the comfort zone where you are. You're going to feel a little turbulence. You're going to feel a little bit of a feeling of being disturbed. But you have to understand that there is a level of focus that you have to have in order for you to get to your destination. And when you get to your destination, that's when you understand what the turbulence was about. Like when it says that your gifts will make room for you, but then it tells you that you have to stir up the gift. The stirring up the gift is the disturbance within your comfort zone that you have to let go in order for you to reach your destination, or in order for you to reach your destiny. There is going to have to be a level of comfort that you're going to have to let go in order for you to get to that place that you ultimately are striving for. Because being in a level of comfort may being looking like everybody else, because if you want to be great, you're going to have to walk away from the norm of what everybody else is doing. Just like when we spoke about, when it says that you're going to have to begin to shake up those things that it is not about the arrangements, because you're going to have to let those things go. It's not always going to be easy. I can tell you that for sure, for certain, especially for those who've been in the military for a long time, or those who just been in the military period. You feel like you're just a number, but then when you get out, people are trying to figure out what are they going to do, because there was so much comfort in being in uniform, so much comfort in being and going to work, and everything was designed for you. Stay in this box, you're good. If you live in this way in this life, you're okay. You're not being disturbed because there is a path set for you. But then when you get out, it disturbs your comfort. So what are you going to do then when you get out? You're going to do the thing that you did to get in, which is lean into it and pull the greatest part about you out, because you are now working and walking in a different light and walking in a different path that is going to create something new. But you're going to have to begin to disturb that comfort zone. Either you're going to disturb it or it's going to disturb you. And that's when you begin to learn and understand that the comfort zone is just the purgatory before you get to what you are going to be considered as your heavenly place, or to get to where you're going to be considered as, this is my destiny and this is the path that I'm going down. I'm not worried about the level of discomfort that I'm dealing with in this moment, because when I get to where I'm going, then I know that the experience that I've gained, all the turbulence that I faced, all the problems that I was dealing with, all the experience that I was dealing with when I was in that level of disturbance or that level of discomfort. I know that I made it because of what I've learned in my past experiences. That is disturbing your comfort zone, and you're going to have to be okay with it because it's not always going to be easy. Just like every shoot in Texas, like every day is almost 50% chance of rain, right? That's crazy. I don't understand it, and I'm sure neither do you. But there is a level of comfort that is going to bring some disturbance, that you're going to have to be in the storm. You're going to have to weather the storm. The rain is going to come, but it is not going to totally eliminate your day. Then what do? That means you adjust in the storm. You may have to put on a different layer of clothing or a different article of clothing, but that does not mean that you're not going to make it. That means you adjust. The disturbance in your comfort zone is an adjustment. Make those adjustments. Understand that when I am adjusting, that means that I am moving in a new particular way, because the things that I found that is normal to me, I no longer find them normal. So I made an adjustment in order for me to get to my destiny. In order for me to get to my destination, I have been shaken up, but I am okay. And I am okay with growing. And when you are okay with growing, then you know that there is going to be something that you're going to come out of, and something that you're going to walk away from, and something that you're going to leave behind in order for you to accomplish that particular goal. And I'm gonna tell you right now, those goals can be accomplished. But even when you're finding yourself in a world of discomfort, it is planting new seeds inside of you. So therefore, the harvest has to take place. The harvest happens after the seed is planted, and once the seed is planted, it becomes its own disruption, because it breaks out of the seed, then the root is planted, and then it grows. It goes through the wind, it goes through the rain, it goes through the seasons. You may be in your season right now to where you're feeling a level of discomfort, but because you're feeling a level of discomfort, I'm telling you, you're still going to get to your destiny. But you have to understand that you are just in that season. Your discomfort is your growth. And when you understand you're growing, then you getting into your destiny is going to be that much sweeter, because it is going to be okay for you to grow. Now, I can speak from my own personal dealings with things. It hasn't always been good. Hell, sometimes it's terrible, you know, even now. But I adjust, and I adapt, and that's the same thing that I know that you do. But when you understand that your adjustment into the direction that you have been destined to go into, or you have been destined to grow into, because you go through what you grow through, or you'll grow through what you go through. And when you get to that point to where you're elevating at a higher altitude, because you change the attitude that you're having when you're in that level of discomfort, then it's going to put you on a higher plane. Then you're going to begin to grow in a way that you've never grown before, because you're not concerned about the discomfort, because you know at the end of it, you're going to reach your destiny, because the journey, it was a part of the journey. And then you'll pretty much just grow from there. It's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be beneficial when you reach that goal, when you reach the end of that path, because you're going to continue to grow and go from there. But that's all I got. And I want you to know that even in your levels of discomfort, there is still growth. And don't let anyone tear down what you have built, because it was built on purpose, and it was built for you. Y'all be blessed. Peace.